what is the 4 level of value? We're gonna jump right into it and explain the 4 different level of value and see where y'all landed at this one. You need to stick around for this video. Grab a pen, grab a paper, and let's jump right into it. I'm gonna go over a snippet at Myron Golden book, The Boss Move. This is what I used to implement or to understand where I stand in these values or which number I'm on at this value. Leave it in the comment which value will represent you. The first value, which is the lowest, implementation, the lowest value in the marketplace, right? The person who does the thing makes the least amount of money. The person who does the thing makes the least amount of money. For example, in a hotel, the hardest work people in the hotel are housekeeping staff. But why do they make least amount of money? They make least amount of money because they are people who do the thing. They make least amount of money because there are people who do the thing. The resource people use to make money on this level are time and their muscle. So implementation is the lowest level of the value of the top 4. You want to stick around to see what's the highest, because maybe that's what you want to lean into, right? Muscle are physical resource. Time is limited resource. This is why it's so hard to create wealth on this level. It's very difficult to create wealth on this level because time is limited. You are attempting to use physical unlimited resources to produce unlimited spiritual results. Because remember, they say making wealth is spiritual. So basically what Myron is saying is you're using a physical ability trying to conquer a spiritual ability, and it doesn't work. Yes, that's what I said. God set it up that way. It's because money is spiritual results. If you're using physical resource to produce spiritual results, the spiritual results has to be limited because the physical resources are limited. You want to use spiritual resource to create spiritual resource because spiritual resources are not limited. Money is spiritual resource, and working hard for like a housekeeping job or all that, it takes physical resource to do that. So therefore, you will not make enough using physical resource to conquer a spiritual thing, which is money. Number 2, unification. Let me jump right into unification, right? Unification, the next level of value. On the implementation level, you are using muscle to make money, right? That's the previous one. On the unification level, you are using management skills to make money. These are the people who manage people who do the things, right? These are the people. Unification is basically the manager for the implementation. Y'all catching? Take notes. Managing the people who are doing the things is a higher spiritual task than doing the thing yourself. That's why managers make more money than people they manage. Y'all catch on to that? Let's continue. You can make up to $250,000 a year using unification level. If you're manager of Lockheed Martin or Boeing or Southwest or one of those big Fortune 500 companies, however, if you want to start creating wealth, you have to operate in the 2 highest value, which is coming up right now. So number 3 value. The second highest value is communication, right? Second highest value is communication. The third highest value is communication, my bad. Remember that language is spiritual. It is something and only spiritual being have. That's why the person who writes the book makes more money than the person who prints the book. That's deep. That's deep. Understand that if you really want to get good at making money, you got to get good at using your mouth to create these messages to the mass, right? Get good at using your mouth to have conversation that create cash flow. I can make way more money talking to you can make with every muscle in your body. I can make way more money talking than you can make with every muscle you use in your body. That is crazy. right? So we get the understanding, we get the gist, right? He's working on a spiritual level. And that's the type of implementation, or not implementation, that's the type of value we should work towards, right? Not just the physical being of the work, because we know money is spiritual. And we know when we do anything physical, it's limited when it comes to time, right? Wealth begin on the communication level. It doesn't matter if you're an author, if you're a speaker, if you're a salesman, if you're an actor, if you're a singer, if you're a songwriter, or you're a playwright, all of these people are communicating. They communicate a message to the masses, and they have the potential to make millions. They have the potential to make what? Millions. Number 4, this is the highest value. Hear me out. It's the highest value, number 4. Imagination, ideas. That's number 4. Imagination. People come up with ideas, right? The people who come up with the best ideas are the ones who creates the most wealth. I'm going to name a company, and I want you to name the first person that comes to your mind. Apple Corporation. Steve Jobs. Everybody said Steve Jobs, even though he died 8 years ago and hasn't invented anything since then. Besides that, he didn't even invent the Apple computer. Steve Wozniak did. But when you say Apple don't say Tim Cook or Steve Wozniak. Why? Because Steve Wozniak was the implementer who made the Apple products. Steve Jobs was the imaginer that made the Apple what it was. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. The people who came up with the best ideas are the ones who change the world. Thinking is a higher spiritual activity than speaking. So if you want to make more money, think and grow rich. You know that book, right? Think and grow rich. Think at a higher level. Speak, communicate, and grow rich at a higher level, right? So those are the 4 level of value that I just give on a basis. Y'all need to figure out which one you're at, right? And I always say this, right? I turn down multiple management jobs, right? And here's the reason why I do that. Because I know it will take all of my time, and I wouldn't have time to create. I wouldn't have time to think, to come up with ideas to make more money, right? And the most money I ever made is by thinking and giving a service to the mass. Not by me working 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. The only thing I did is get exhausted. So that's not it. So if you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna drop a lot of free gems over here. So I'll see y'all at the top. Y'all have a good one. Peace. I'm out.